Hi everyone, I hope you have been enjoying the content on performance enhancing drugs this week. It's a great topic. Lots of pupils enjoy this topic, but it is important that we know how to answer exam questions on PEDs. So I'm going to go through a few questions now. The first couple are multiple choice. So the first question is, which one of the following performance enhancing drugs is an athlete most likely to take if they're suffering from a painful injury? So questions such as this, as long as we know each PED and what it does, then we should be able to come up with the right answer. So first option A is steroids. Steroids help you to create muscle mass, so that's not going to be right. Second answer is beta blockers, B. Beta blockers slow down your heart rate. C is diuretics. Diuretics make you release more water and therefore lose weight. So therefore, from the process of elimination, we know it's got to be narcotic analgesics. So narcotics are what hide the pain from injury so that you can carry on with sport. Second question is, which one of these performance enhancing drugs is taken to reduce heart rate? So again, if we know what each PED does, then we should be able to come up with the answer quite easily. So the answer is going to be beta blockers. Beta blockers are taken to reduce heart rate, which helps to calm performers down, particularly in sports such as snooker, darts, and archery. Like I said before, diuretics make you release more water. Peptide hormones, and particularly EPO, help in the production of red blood cells for long distance runners, long distance cyclists, and stimulants make your heart rate increase so that you become more alert. So if you think about a goalkeeper in football, for example, or a 100-meter sprinter at the start of the race, then stimulants might help their reaction time and alertness. This next question is a little bit trickier. So it's about diuretics. Diuretics are a banned performance enhancing drug. State 2 reasons why an athlete may take diuretics, even though they are banned. The common mistake to make here is not making your answer specific to diuretics and just giving a general answer about why an athlete might take performance enhancing drugs, such as they want to become more famous, such as they want to earn more money, they want to lift trophies, they may have pressure from the coach, and all these kind of things. We've got to be specific to diuretics in our answer. So the first reason could be to lose weight. So that's why diuretics are mainly taken, is to lose weight. And we want to give an example as well. And probably the best example we can give is a jockey taking diuretics shortly before a horse race, so that the horse, they're lighter and the horse can therefore run quicker and they've got more chance of winning that race. You could also, the other example you can give could be from boxing, so that a boxer wants to make sure that they pass the weigh-in and therefore they may have to lose weight quickly in order to do that. So either of those two examples is fine. What you can't do is use one of those examples for reason 1 and one of those examples for reason 2, because it's the same reason, to lose weight. So we need a different answer for reason 2. And the different answer is going to be to mask other performance enhancing drugs in the body. So mask or hide other drugs. And again, you want to give an example of this. So it could be that an athlete has taken, a sprinter has taken steroids, for example, and just before a drugs test, they may take diuretics in order to mask the presence of steroids, or you might say to flush the steroids out of their system. So that's how we get our second mark for this question. Next question, describe the process of blood doping for 3 marks. And you can easily panic with this question and think, how am I going to describe that process of blood doping? But it's 3-mark question, so we only really need 3 sort of points within that process. So we just need to keep it as simple as possible. So the first thing that happens with blood doping is a long distance athlete, and we probably want to mention it's a long distance athlete or a long distance cyclist, will remove blood from their body. And I also would just mention that this includes taking out red blood cells. So I think as long as you say removing blood or removing red blood cells, then that's going to be worthy of the first mark. What happens next in the process? Well, the athlete needs to continue to train. So you might say the long distance runner or the long distance cyclist will continue to train as normal so that their red blood cells will be reproduced or replaced or something along those lines. So after that, what happens third and finally, just before a race? So again, it could be a cycling race or a marathon, a long distance running race. The athlete will inject the previously taken out blood back into their system, back into their body, so that therefore they've got a higher count of red blood cells. And because they've got a higher count of red blood cells, they can deliver oxygen more efficiently to their working muscles, and therefore they're going to have a better chance of winning the race. The final question we're going to look at here is another one on blood doping. State 3 negative side effects an athlete may suffer as a result of blood doping. So we're looking for 3 physical side effects of what might happen to them and their body. So the first one, if you're struggling on this question, just think about what blood doping is, back to that process again. So you're basically you're taking blood out, that blood's being replaced, and then you're injecting blood back into the body again. So it ends up with your blood basically thickening, and this can be very dangerous for a number of reasons. Basically, if your blood is thicker, firstly, it's going to result or likely to result in higher blood pressure. So that's the first negative side effect, is high blood pressure. And then for the other 2, we can think about what this high blood pressure might lead to. So having high blood pressure for a long period of time can lead to a heart attack. So that can be our second mark, that a negative side effect of blood doping is a heart attack. And thirdly, it can also lead to a stroke. So the high blood pressure can also lead to having a stroke. So they're probably the 3 best answers that we can give, and they all tie in together as well to keep it nice and simple. I hope this has helped and given you some insight on how to answer some questions on performance enhancing drugs. For more content and questions and quizzes, then go to thepeclassroom.com.